it's Jennifer. Now that Halloween is behind us, it is time for Christmas and I have a haul for you. Okay, the first thing I picked up this year was this garland from Hobby Lobby. It's one of their newer garlands. It's that real touch, has that droopy look to it on all of the stems. This is one of the pre-lit ones, so lights up there with the nice white light. It retailed for $71.99, but of course everything is half off, so got it for half of that. And what I'm hoping to do this year is layer it in with another garland I already have. I wanted to have that more droopy effect last year, and I wasn't able to achieve that with the pieces that I have, so I'm hoping to intertwine this one and get the look that I'm going for. Sticking in the floral department for a minute, I picked up 3 of these little picks. These were $2.99 each, and I just wanted to bring in a little extra sparkle this year with the gingerbread collection. Sorry, that's my dog seeking attention because I'm talking to you and not him. So my goal this year is to pull forward all of my gingerbread pieces and add to that collection a little bit. But I wanted to do it in kind of a glam way. So this metallic flower with the glitter on it, I thought was a perfect little piece to add to it. And again, I only picked up 3 of them, thinking that I would add them to my mantle decor. And I also picked up 6 of these light brown poinsettia flowers. These are the velvet ones with the glitter on them. It does have a kind of a champagne gold look to it, but I still thought that they looked really nice together. And I'll mix these in with my mantle, the garland on the mantle, and in my statement vase that I have on the side table here in the kitchen dining area. So grabbed about 6 of those, and these were $6.49 each before the 50% off. And for $2.99 I picked up these. These are also kind of a champagne gold. They lean more on the silver side in my opinion. These are $2.99, and again, I just thought they would work really well with the gingerbread theme without being overly gingerbready, kind of bringing in that glam element. And then when you layer in some of the other florals on top of some greenery, I thought that would just look really pretty. Like something like that. And to carry through that more glam vibe that I'm going for, I picked up 2 of these garland. I fell in love with these when I saw them at the store. I picked these ones up at Home Goods. These are by 34th and Pine. It's a 12-foot garland. They were $19.99, and I did grab 2, just thinking for future years, I might want to put one on a tree, one on the mantle, both on a tree if the tree is larger. So I just wanted to be able to get them and have them be the same. So yeah, got them for a long-term stash. And then at Walmart, I found these little picks. They do just clip on. I want to say they were right around $3, maybe even less than, or $3 and some change. So they were a really affordable price. They do need a little bit of fluffing on the greenery there, but these will get stuck into some garland or in an arrangement just to bring through kind of that gingerbread vibe throughout some other areas of the house. And then back at Hobby Lobby, I picked up just 2 of these big red metallic picks. These were $3.99 each, and I do incorporate a little pop of red here and there when I do more of a neutral theme or a black and white theme. I do bring in some red because it is Christmas after all, and so I wanted to bring in a little bit of metallic here, kind of to accentuate that more glam look, but I'll do it in a very strategic way with just a couple of these. I have a few ideas of where I want to put them, so we'll see how the decorating goes and where they actually end up. But yeah, just grabbed a couple of those. At Costco, they had a couple of really cool gingerbread things as well. So I picked up this ribbon. Has all the different gingerbread people on it. I just love the coloring on it. I don't bring in a ton of color in my gingerbread, as you can kind of tell from the table here. But I thought in a ribbon, I could deal with that. I would appreciate that. And I think it would give just that little pop of color here and there that I'm going to be looking for. And if I remember correctly, I believe these were either $8 or $8.99. These are a huge roll. They're 50 yards in here. So most likely this will be around for years to come as well. And if you saw my really short Costco video about the pillows I ran into one day when I was there grocery shopping, I did end up grabbing this gingerbread pillow. It was $10 and I just couldn't pass it up. You're not going to get a deal like that really anywhere else. Even Burlington had them for a little more than that. So for the quality, the size, just everything about it, I thought it was the best price I was going to see and have seen so far in our Christmas hunting adventures. So yeah, grabbed him at Costco. This little gingerbread guy I thought was too cute. He is from Hobby Lobby. He's $8.99 and then of course half off. I love the brown coloring on it. I love that it was metal and the size of it I thought was just kind of perfect for countertop styling. So I thought I would put it in the kitchen, but I just could not pass him up. Just way too cute. In past years, I picked up a couple of the gingerbread house little plates and the snowflake plates. So this year I just added a mug and the small spoon rest plate to this. The mug was $9.99 and of course half off, and the plate was $6.99. And I can use that as a spoon rest or as a coaster for the little mug. I thought that was really cute. And then they had these cookie decor pieces that I wanted to get a couple years ago, and they sold out so fast. So these are $9.99 each. They did have 3 different icing patterns available, so I just grabbed one of each. For $6.99, they also had these cookie ornaments here by the Christmas shops. These also came in a couple of different patterns. So there's, looks like kind of 3. There's this one, and this one. So I grabbed a total of 5 of them. And I will use those either on a tree or as decor around the house. And for $4.99, also at Hobby Lobby, so they were half off, they had some other smaller gingerbread ornaments. They have this one with a rolling pin that says Baking Spirits Bright. They had another rolling pin as well. I had a different saying, but I just grabbed that one. They have the little 3 bells, a couple of versions of the tree, and then this little candle on a dish. I thought that one was really cute, particularly. So grab those, and again, I will either put them on a tree or use them as decor around the house. I have a few ideas of how I can use these ornaments if I end up not putting the tree up this year. Also at Hobby Lobby, I grabbed these 2 cookie-looking ornaments as well of the reindeer, one standing and one sitting down. These were $6.99 each, and then they were half off. I thought they were just so cute. I love the texture on them and the little wreaths around their neck. And at Walmart, they had their gingerbread ornaments as well. So I grabbed 2 of each of the house, the gingerbread man and the snowflake. And if I remember correctly, Walmart has their ornaments for $2.14 this year. So it's a great price. So I did grab 2 of each, so 6 total of those. And at Hobby Lobby, I grabbed this little garland piece. I guess you can use it however you want, ornament or garland. But it's pretty short. It's maybe a foot long with all the beading here. So I grabbed 3 of them. These are $4.49 each retail, and then of course the half off after that. But I thought this would be a really cute garland on the shelf above the sink in the kitchen, just to tie in some of that gingerbread vibe. I have a ton of Christmas dish towels, but I don't have any gingerbread ones. So I sort of allowed myself to buy one set. These were $8.99. It's a pack of 3. I got them at Burlington. I just loved the neutral color of it. It kind of goes with the whole color palette here. And you got 2 of the printed one, and then the middle one is just a plain white towel. So I thought those were really cute. At Home Goods, I picked up these Johanna Parker salt and pepper shakers of the two Santa Clauses. I thought they were adorable. I didn't pick up anything else from her Christmas collection. It didn't vibe with me the way the Halloween collection vibes with me, but I really did like the salt and pepper shakers. So out of all of the mugs and cookie jars and everything, this is the only thing I picked up from her collection this year. From Dollar General, I picked up two items. One is this little ornament of the nutcracker. It is just plastic, and it was only $1 for that. And I do have a nutcracker theme that I did last year, and I'm sure I'll do it again in future years. So I thought he was just a cute addition for that, and it was just for $1. I grabbed it because I saw it. Also at Dollar General, they had a couple of little blow molds. So they had the gingerbread house, they had a Santa Claus, and they had a vintage looking snowman, and they were only $6. So grab that. Is it going to light up for me? No, the battery seems to have died. But it is probably 9 or 10 inches tall. It's not huge, a little tabletop piece. It'd be good for some shelf styling. But I just thought it was adorable. And yeah, for $6, I grabbed it. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the things in the back here. So back to Hobby Lobby. I picked up 3 of these little trees. These were $5.99 each, and then of course half off. I do a little village, I do a little village for Christmas, and I thought they needed some trees. So they were on my list for last year, but I never saw anything I liked. I ended up using some bottle brush trees from Dollar Tree, and I just didn't like the way that those looked. So I really like these when I saw them this year. I think these are new at Hobby Lobby for this year, and I thought they would be perfect for the little village. And then I saw this little piece as well. So this one was $5.99 and then half off. So for $3 or $2.50, what does that end up being? $3. Math, let me tell you. So $3 for that. I thought that was super cute. And I thought with the gingerbread theme, it would tie in really nicely. This guy I found at TJ Maxx. He was $9.99. I am on the hunt for Mrs. Claus, but I haven't seen her yet, so hopefully she will cross my path as well. I just love everything about him, just everything. So grabbed him, scooped him up real quick. This tree here came from Home Goods. It was $7.99, and again, just tying in with the gingerbread theme. I grabbed this one at Burlington for $7.99. I have a few of these exact trees from past years and grabbed it up just to have an extra one. And for $7.99, you couldn't beat it. They have this exact tree at Home Goods for $12.99. I mean, apples to apples, exact. So for getting it at Burlington for $7.99, definitely had to scoop that up for that great price. And then back to Hobby Lobby again. I picked up this little gingerbread house, $16.99. It does light up like so with the little white light inside. I thought that was so cute. I loved even the bottle brush trees out front. I thought it was really sweet, definitely in just that white icing color scheme that I'm going for. And that's going to be part of my centerpiece arrangement. And they had these trees. Oh, I love these trees. Didn't even think about it. There was an instant add to cart. This one was $14.99. And then, of course, Hobby Lobby, everything is half off. And the taller one was $20.99 for those. And yeah, they're just going to tie in really nicely with everything. I've seen this tree multiple times at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and every time I see it, I just love it. And I passed on it, a good half dozen times just this year alone. And I finally said, you know what? I'm just going to grab it. $14.99. It will fit in with the gingerbread theme because it is brown, so I can make it work there. But it's also just going to fit in with a lot of the classic decor that I have in general. So This is definitely going to be in the collection for years to come. And it's just so pretty, and I just love the unusual details on it. So yeah, I had to grab this piece. And also from Home Goods for $19.99, I grabbed this metal tree here. It is silver, it is very thin and flat, and so I got it to be more of a backdrop piece in some different display areas. So I just loved it. I love silver pieces in general, and I think it just brings in a little extra traditional Christmas vibe and some shine to whatever you're doing. And it's going to go with any and every collection or theme that I can ever think of to pull forward. So I just thought this is a great staple piece to have in my decor stash, so grabbed that. Kind of along the same vein, I saw this at Walmart. I honestly don't remember how much it was. If I can get the price, I'll put it on the screen here for you. But I loved it. Just a single silver star. Again, it'll go with any theme, traditional, gingerbread, nutcracker, black and white, anything you can think of, it will go with that. I just loved the single metal star, so had to pick that up. And at TJ Maxx for $19.99 was this gorgeous, gorgeous nutcracker for my nutcracker theme that I do. Again, I did it last year, but I wasn't doing YouTube last year, so I wasn't able to share any of that with you. But I will probably do it either next year or the next year again, because it is a favorite theme of mine. And that theme is heavily black and white. It does have a lot of checkerboard, harlequin pattern, which is the diamond pattern, and the black and white stripes. So this is going to fit in really nice and give it just a little extra pop of color. So not everything is so black and white, which I think I will love when I get to use that. So you may not see him in my decor this year, but he will make future appearances, and I didn't want to take the chance and not get him and count on seeing him again next year. So we know that things don't always come back. Some do, but some don't, and I just didn't want to risk it because I loved him that much. For Christmas, I thought I would give a try at making some of my own Christmas ornaments, and I picked up this snow at Hobby Lobby to do that with. This is $1.99 for this little package, and then it was half off because it was part of their Christmas collection. So it was only $1 for some fake snow that I could use for my ornaments. I also picked up a little bit of Simply Tacky. I usually use Museum Wax, or I think that's the brand, but I couldn't find it for Halloween, so I just grabbed this because it was in line at Hobby Lobby, and we'll see how it goes. And if you guys have any recommendations on this particular package of Simply Tacky, if it's good, bad, if you have any reviews, leave them in the comments. I'd love to know before I actually use it. I also picked up a few things at Cracker Barrel. So this is one of them. I got their Santa mug. He was $8.99. I just love the vintage look of him. Haven't seen anything as good anywhere else. So definitely grabbed him. I thought he was adorable. And I also picked up these two little ornaments. We got the little gingerbread cat and the little gingerbread dog with the little antlers on his head. I thought they were so cute. They were $5.99 each. Also at Cracker Barrel, I picked up the little figurines of the dog and cat, little gingerbread theme. They were $9.99 each. They're probably about 4 inches tall. I thought they were absolutely adorable, and because I have cats and the dog, I had to grab these little guys. And the last thing to share with you is also from Cracker Barrel, and that is this salt and pepper shaker set with the stockings on the fireplace. So the stockings are the salt and pepper shakers. So they have the little holes on top of them, and you just hang them on the fireplace there. I thought that was so adorable, super unique. One of those pieces, I don't know if we'll see it again, hopefully, but can't count on it. This was $9.99 as well. And that is going to do it for the Christmas haul for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, please give the video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.